And welcome to my video today. Today we are going to be using a normal milk chocolate calendar, and I'm going to show you how you can turn it into a vegan chocolate without sugar. We're going to be using xylitol as the sweetener for those of you who want to eat a little bit more healthy or those who have allergies. So the first thing you want to do is buy a My Little Pony calendar for Advent, and we're going to take off the plastic. Be careful so you don't bend the cardboard. Just put that in the bin. And then carefully, what we want to do now is we want to open it and take out the plastic sleeve that's on the inside that has the chocolates. So I'm just going to use a knife. Be very careful. We're just going to poke a little hole at the side. You can use your fingers a little bit as well to help, just mind your fingers. And then just cut it open nice and carefully. There we go. Just keep your hands out of the way. Take your time. So once you get to this point, we're just going to open it up and we're going to turn it around so that the chocolates are facing up. Now what you'll notice is that the plastic has been glued to the cardboard. So very carefully, we just want to put our hand in there and we just want to do a little bit of a push and make sure you're not opening the doors as you're doing this. So be very gentle with it and you can hear it parting from the plastic. Nice and carefully. When I was younger, I didn't have sugar. My parents didn't want me to eat it, so I was never able to have normal calendars like all my friends did. So I'm so glad I've thought up this way of doing it because, face it, we all want a My Little Pony advent calendar. They are so much nicer. So now once it's loose, we're just going to open it carefully, take it out. Put this to the side so we don't ruin it at all. And then we're just going to take out these chocolates, just put them in a little bowl or in a plastic bag. Carefully. Oops, there we go. Right, so you can either choose to share these with someone else or give them to a family member, or when you have some guests, put that to the side as well. Now you're left with these, and what we just want to do is just give it a nice rinse to get off all of the chocolate and then leave that to dry while we get on with the other ingredients. Okay, so now we're going to be making our chocolate. It is a 3-ingredient recipe, super simple. The first ingredient is we're going to use half a cup of grated cacao butter. So you can either grate it, and if you don't have a grater, you can also just use a knife just to get them into approximate the same size so that it will melt more evenly. We are going to put that in a saucepan and just leave it to the side for the moment. We are also going to be using 2 tablespoons of raw cacao. I'm actually going to be using this one from Green and Blacks. It's organic, so you know it's high quality. And I am using as a sweetener xylitol. What we want to do with the xylitol first is just put it in a blender so that we can make it to a powder so that when we put it in the chocolate, it's not going to taste grainy. So just put it in your blender and mix it up. Very good, very powdery now. So just measure out 2 tablespoons of that. Okay, we're going to go back to our cacao now. We're going to put it on the hob. Make sure it's on the lowest heat so that we're not overheating it. And then just use a wooden spoon to help stir it. If you want to keep this chocolate raw, what you can do is just use a kitchen thermometer in the chocolate and make sure you're not heating it above 46 degrees. So once you get to about 45, you can take it off the hob and just wait for it to reach 46, sorry. Just keep stirring it. So once it's melted, we can turn off the heat and we are going to add our cocoa powder and our powdered sugar. Then we just want to make sure it's well combined, and if you need to, you can always use a little whisk. Once the ingredients are well combined, you can take it off the hob, and we are going to fill the molds nice and carefully. Take your time. So, once you have filled all of them, we're just going to leave it here for about 5 minutes to cool a little bit, and then we're going to put it in the fridge and leave it for 10, 15 to 20 minutes tops, and it should be hard by then, and it'll be ready to go back into the sleeves. So the chocolates have been in the fridge for about 20 minutes now, and they are almost ready to go back into the sleeve. Before we do that, we're just going to use some sellotape to help us make sure it doesn't move around inside the sleeve once we want to open the doors. So I'm just going to take the tape and fold it, and I'm going to put a couple on the bottom. Just do a few. And then we're going to put just a couple, one in between the chocolates here. You can see a little extra gap here on the side. One for the middle. Just make sure it's not on the chocolate. One last one, so we've got 3 in the middle. And then if you'd like, just for a little extra support, we can put one at the top in the middle there. So once that's done, we're going to bring the sleeve back. I'm just going to press one side a little bit into my hip and use the hand for the other one just to make a little oval shape here, so that when I put it back in, I'm not going to end up getting the tape stuck on the top. The other thing you want to remember is to make sure you're putting it in the right way around, so you don't end up with the chocolate, the little pitches upside down. So you've got the larger edge at the bottom, and then we're just going to slide it back in all the way. Once you get it all the way to the bottom, we're just going to press it down so that it attaches to the sellotape. Then we have the top. We're just going to fold it nicely and then use the tape. There we go, to fasten the top. Make it nice and tight. And there you go.